When a ship deviates off course due to heavy currents or winds or whatever else, or error of the helmsman, and they recognize it, they do what they can to correct it and bring the ship back on course. Well, I believe it's the same way with history. All these theories that have developed over thousands of years about our origins, about how life really operates, and how our interpretations of based on what we see and hear and discover. If at a later point in time facts are introduced that show otherwise, that these theories were just that, theories, and that had no basis in real fact, just hunches, guesses. Maybe some guesses were more credible, but still they were just that. It wasn't concrete proof. Well, now we have more concrete proof because of our advancements and our knowledge, our database of information. We've discovered how things really behave and interact with each other, from the physical, from what is seen with the naked eye and heard with the ears, to using instruments that let us see what used to be the invisible. Now we can see the invisible. We can see small anatomical particles that the human eye can't see. And now we see that there's a whole nother universe, a whole nother world. I mean, no, it's all part of the same world, but it's another reality that we weren't privy to. And this new understanding of what we didn't know previously has shown us that it can't have all just happened by chance. Couldn't have just appeared out of nowhere or through a bunch of random accidents, like planetary collisions and gravitational forces, and putting it all together and cinching it up and making these planetary balls, starting out as gases and particles being combined together because of friction and gravity, and then somehow all these other rocks start taking form and shape, and happen to align themselves in the correct patterns and orbits, and they just happen to produce life on a particular planet. Maybe other planets have life that we're yet to discover. So this all just happened. They just happen to stop in their right orbits so that they can sustain themselves, by not colliding into one another. Although we have seen evidence that has happened in the past. We've seen fragments of planets that are floating out there, called asteroids and meteors and other things like that. But that's definitely has happened. But that's not really I don't believe that is what that wasn't what created the universe. It's just a big bang, and all of it just blew apart, and then it eventually stopped and started rotating and said, I picked this spot. And then they say, I want you to be our sun, and the sun stays there. And then the planets say, okay, I want to gather around this sun and be over here and over there. And I'll be Venus and you be Mars. No, that's just, they don't have any mindset of their own. They don't have any self-determination, these planets and these solar systems and these galaxies. It was all arranged. They were moved there. They were put there. And you know, even if chaos was part of the process, it was still designed chaos. It wasn't just a random event. You know, it was designed. It was all part of it. And so, no, I don't believe in random chance. I believe in intelligence and organization and structure and forethought and plans, and that this a super being or beings put it to get that enabled it to happen. That there was a process that was pre-directed and directed. I don't believe it just all was around. I don't believe it just all happened for the sake of happening. I believe there was intention. You know, God intended it to come together and to come into existence.